the vast darkness of space, a single beam of light glides among the stars. Imagine, the futuristic technologies we once believed to exist only in science fiction are now a reality. And today we're diving into 5 incredible sci-fi technologies that have officially stepped into our everyday lives. But first, picture those moments when you look up at the night sky and ask yourself, what if? Well, those what ifs are finally happening. Let's start with number 5 on our list. Artificial intelligence assistants. When we think of science fiction, AI is one of the first things that comes to mind, right? From helpful, sympathetic voices to ominous, calculating machines, we've seen every version of AI on the big screen. Today, we have Siri, Alexa, and Google Assistant right in our pockets, ready to do everything from turning off the lights at home to placing our grocery orders. Think back to movies like 2001, A Space Odyssey with HAL 9000, or Iron Man's Jarvis. These assistants were futuristic, super smart programs that responded to voice commands and performed complex tasks.
It was such a success, as was your Senate hearing.
It seemed impossible then, but today, our smartphones and smart speakers give us a glimpse of that dream made real. Of course, we're not quite at Jarvis levels of sophistication, yet AI keeps getting more human-like, more adaptive, and more predictive. Models like ChatGPT can write essays, help with coding, and brainstorm creative ideas. And this is just the beginning. Someday we might carry our personal Jarvis on our phones, guiding us through life. You've probably interacted with AI in your own home, on your phone, or your computer. That's the first step toward the robot companion theme we see so often in science fiction. Day by day, the way we interface with machines is changing, and it's utterly fascinating. Number 4. Holograms and augmented reality. Back in the day, holograms brought to mind that famous Star Wars scene, "Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope." That tiny blue projection felt like pure magic. Now we see holographic displays at concerts, expos, and even right in our living rooms. Augmented reality, or AR, also comes into play. Remember the Pokemon Go craze when people were hunting Pikachu around their neighborhoods? Digital creatures overlapped with our real world. But AR isn't just for games. It's revolutionizing education, medicine, architecture, and so much more. Hologram concerts bring back long-gone artists to the stage, tapping into both nostalgia and cutting-edge tech. AR glasses allow you to decorate your living room virtually before buying a single piece of furniture. The futuristic, Minority Report style, touch and swipe holographic interfaces are not as far off as we once thought. If you haven't tried AR yet, just download a few apps on your smartphone. For instance, companies like IKEA let you virtually place furniture in your home. It's the perfect example of how science fiction-like experiences are infiltrating our daily lives. This is truly the dawn of a holographic and augmented world. Next up at number 3, biotechnology and genetic engineering. Think about the X-Men films with genetic mutations, Jurassic Park with dinosaur cloning, or Gattaca with the concept of genetically pre-selected humans. It all sounded like dystopian fiction, but thanks to tools like CRISPR, editing DNA with near-surgical precision is now a reality. CRISPR allows scientists to cut, remove, or insert specific genes with remarkable accuracy. This could help eradicate some of humanity's worst diseases or enhance certain traits. Of course, ethical debates loom large. Are designer babies possible? Could we create super soldiers through genetic manipulation? These questions have jumped from sci-fi screens to real-world labs and conferences. On the other hand, medicine is entering an era of personalized treatments. Imagine drugs tailored to your unique genetic makeup, or even organs grown from your own cells. Sounds like sci-fi, right? But labs around the world are already making breakthroughs. For instance, some cancer treatments are now personalized based on the patient's genetic profile. If you want to learn more, there are some excellent CRISPR documentaries and TED Talks out there. We've come a long way from science fiction to scientific fact, and it may just reshape our entire healthcare system soon. Coming in at number 2, robotics and artificial organs. Science fiction movies have shown us humanoid robots, mechanical limbs, and even fully synthetic bodies for decades. Today, robots are everywhere. On factory floors, in surgical theaters, and even doing simple chores in our homes. But what's truly astounding is the rise of artificial organs and bionic prosthetics. You might have heard of robotic arms controlled by thought or muscle signals. By detecting tiny electrical impulses, these prosthetics can move just like a natural limb. Some prototypes even provide sensory feedback to mimic the sense of touch. It's like seeing those half-human, half-cyborg characters we grew up watching finally come to life. Artificial hearts and organs like artificial pancreases are also extending and improving human lives. There are patients who have lived for years with a total artificial heart. Suddenly, the concept of having spare parts for the human body no longer seems far-fetched. Yet we face serious questions. How does this technology affect our sense of identity? Where do we draw the line between human and machine? One thing is certain. These advancements offer incredible opportunities for people with disabilities, granting mobility, autonomy, and independence once thought impossible. The miracle scenes we once only witnessed in sci-fi are happening in labs and hospitals every day. And now the most exciting entry of them all, space tourism and reusable rockets. So many science fiction stories revolve around space travel, warp speed ships, interplanetary colonies. We can't travel at light speed, yet, but companies like SpaceX and Blue Origin are making space travel more real than ever before. It wasn't long ago that only government agencies like NASA could send rockets into orbit. Today, private companies launch their own rockets, ferry astronauts to the International Space Station, and are gearing up to send civilians into low Earth orbit. Elon Musk plans human missions to Mars, while Blue Origin aims to popularize space tourism. Reusable rocket technology has tackled one of the biggest hurdles: cost. Instead of rebuilding a new rocket every single time, SpaceX lands their boosters back on Earth to be used again. This dramatically reduces the price of spaceflight, bringing us one step closer to the day when booking a trip to orbit might be as normal as buying a plane ticket. Of course, space tourism is still incredibly expensive, with tickets costing millions. But the everyone can go to space dream we see in sci-fi might become more attainable in just a few decades. Meanwhile, plans to establish lunar and Martian colonies, return humans to the moon, and venture deeper into space suggest our future lies far beyond our planet. If you need more excitement, check out videos of the Falcon 9 rocket landing upright. It looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Truly mesmerizing. Get ready to pack your space suitcase. The final frontier might be closer than we think.
Stage 1 entry startup. Stage 1 is transonic. Stage 1 landing rig startup. Stage 1 landing leg deploying. Falcon 9 has landed.
As you can see, science fiction isn't just about entertainment. It also guides our vision of the future. Ideas that seemed outlandish decades ago, AI, bionic limbs, traveling to space, are now shaping our reality. Sci-fi is our playground for the imagination, and history shows us that anything we can dream, we can also build. Most inventions start as stories and concepts in our collective imagination. Then real-world scientists and engineers ask, how do we make this happen? And that's humanity's greatest superpower, the ability to dream and then create. So, what do you think is the next big leap? Teleportation? Time travel? City-sized colonies on other planets? Or perhaps something beyond our current comprehension is waiting to surprise us? One thing's certain, science fiction continues to fuel the impossible and make it possible. All right, folks, that brings us to the end of our journey. I hope you enjoyed exploring these top 5 sci-fi technologies that are now real. Did it spark your curiosity about the amazing future ahead of us? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you liked this video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Ring that notification bell so you'll know the minute I drop new content. As the world's best YouTuber, I owe it all to your support. So keep those comments and suggestions coming. What would you like to see in my next video? More futuristic gadgets? A deep dive into retro inventions? I can't wait to read your ideas. Until next time, stay curious and never stop believing in the power of imagination and science fiction. Take care.